up to $1,200 stimulus check per person, $500 for kids. Wow. This is inundating the IRS right now. And if you're like me, woohoo, free money if you made less than a certain amount. So in this video, let's give a quick overview of this. How do you get your money as quickly as possible? And then a couple of issues you may have. So number one, as you see, the IRS still hasn't really divulged a lot of information. Most of the information you're seeing on the internet is things that were written into the bill that was passed yesterday on Friday. The maximum payout is going to be $1,200 per person. You may get less, you may get none of it. Well, especially if you're not a U.S. citizen. The way the calculator works is if you're going to file or are going to file your 2019s, you would click yes. If you click no, all this does is it's going to use your 2018 data because of that. If you haven't filed your 2018 or 2019 taxes, you really need to do so you don't miss out on this opportunity. So let's go ahead and just say yes, you filed your 2019 and single, making $75,000, you have 0 kids, calculate, you still get the $1,200. But you notice if I do 95,000, you start to get a reduced rate because you get $5 off of the $1,200 for every $100 of additional income. So at $100,000, I believe you get nothing. That's right. So it's at $99,000 or more a year, you are entitled to nothing being single. The minute you're married, though, now you have 2 people. So if you make $100,000 combined, you and your spouse, then you get the full $1,200 each. It's not until after $150,000 after, so let's do 155, till you start getting a reduced reduction. And it looks like it's not until about $198,000 total that you get nothing. Now, if you have children, though, even at the $198,000, you still get the child stimulus. So let's say you have 2 kids and you make $198,000 a year. You still get $1,000 for your kids. So you may want to play around with this calculator because you may be entitled to some of this money. Maybe not all of it, but at least some of it. And for those of you that make way under, you're single, you're making $40,000 a year and you have a kid, you're going to get that $1,200 no problem, and you're going to get that $500 for your kid. Or if you have no kids, you'll just get the $1,200. So the best thing to do if you want to get your money as soon as possible is file those 2019 tax returns. If you don't file your 2019, and as you know, they've been extended now, you can see this on the FAQ page for the IRS till July 15th. However, if you want to get your check as fast as possible, they are saying that those with their 2019 taxes submitted will get paid first. It also gives you the ability to update your direct deposit information. A paper check is going to take longer than a direct deposit. As far as should I, like right now, today, Drew, should I go ahead and file my 2019 taxes even though it's been extended to July 15th? And the answer is if you want your check as fast as possible, then yes. File your 2019 taxes as fast as you can because you will be a priority as far as A, getting your direct deposit updated, and B, being one of the first ones to get it. You might be wondering, well, Drew, what if I can't do my 2019 tax? Are you telling me I'm not going to get the check even though I'm eligible with all the other criteria that I spoke about earlier? No, you'll still get your check. And even further, it'll be based on your 2018 taxes. And you can always get this stuff straightened out later on a tax credit. For example, if your 2018 taxes were higher than your 2019 taxes and you haven't filed your 2019 taxes, you would not get as high as a rebate as you probably deserve. So the way it'll work is you will get a rebate in your 2020 taxes. Now, that's not the ideal situation. That's why I recommended, if you can, file your 2019 taxes as soon as possible. If you owe taxes, will you get my check? No, the only reason a check would be reduced if past child support payments. What if my income is higher in 2020? Technically, is not what it's your 2019, not your 2020 taxes. A couple more things. How many Americans will get the payments? Roughly 125 million people, about 83% of tax filers who won't get the checks, mainly people who are wealthy, non-residential aliens, and dependents who can be claimed on somebody else's tax return. Will there be another payment? Maybe. President Donald Trump is open to another round of checks. It depends if the economy gets boosted or not. And then here's a good question. Do you have to pay tax? Because you do have to pay tax on unemployment benefits, but no, this will not be taxed. So there you go. I'll leave links to this article in the description. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.